Hey guys, Colvin with your fishing report for Shoals Lake Boat Dock. Today is Wednesday, April 11th. Lake levels at 664. Water temps about 50 degrees up to 60 depending on where you're at in the lake. It'll warm up and cool off depending on how cold it gets at night. Fishing's been tough the last week, guys. Some days are better than others. We had a snowstorm and we've had the core running quite a bit of water, so those shallow fish we had kind of got lockjaw, moved out to the points a little bit. That's behind us. Moving forward, guys, this week with the today's close to 80 degrees. If it stays nice out all week, we're on the verge of spawn. So it's about to get really good. Now there's a couple different things that's been working for me. I'll share a couple of those things with you guys and go from there. As the water temperature comes up, these shad are starting to move up. You'll see them out on the main lake. Don't get too excited. There's loons and there's seagulls everywhere. But as the water temperature rises, these shad move up, the bait moves up, the fish are going to be right behind them. Started seeing a few fish around docks today and yesterday, so that's a good sign. Catching a few fish in the clear water, throwing a little Kitech on a 1/4 ounce head, slow rolling it back. There's a good little smallmouth bite that started, pretty much on the secondary points from the main lake, about halfway back the creek. Starting to pick a few up on the old Carolina rig. You can throw your lizard or your brush hog or whatever you want to throw it through there. Those fish seem to be anywhere from right outside the bushes to 15, 20 feet depending on the day. Your smallmouth days will be better if it's a little flatter and the sun's beating down on them. Catching a few fish on shaky head and a Ned rig, throwing those on 8-pound test just outside the bushes. That bite's going to start getting a little bit better as more fish start to move up to the spawn. Now the guys fishing the creeks, if you find the wood duck pattern, you'll see that little Kitech on an owner flashy, catching a fish on that, in, through, and around the bushes, just slow rolling it back. There's a little bit of a fluke bite. Those deeper bushes seem to be have a few fish in them. You can, I throw it on a spinning rod, which is great for around docks. That way you can kind of skip it around in the bushes and underneath the docks, especially that fluke with real lightweight. It's not like skipping a jig. Speaking of jig, there's a jig bite going on. That seems to be around the bigger rocks and the ledgier stuff. So if you go back in the creeks, a lot of these fish are either on the points or in the ditches, running into the spawning pockets. Catching the largemouth anywhere from 2 foot of water out to 15 foot of water. And it's conditional depending on the day. You guys are still going to have to fish the conditions. So also catching a few on a spinnerbait if the wind's blowing and the water gets muddy on you. That seems to be working in the flats with the bushes. Not a lot of fish on that. The conditions have to be right. So guys, it's about to get really good. If you want to come fish, the next couple weeks are going to be ideal. We're about a week away from some of the best fishing of the year. We do have the next Big John's tournament is coming up in May. That'll be the last one to qualify for the championship. Hope to see you guys there. Good luck this week, guys. If you're out there on the lake, watch out for Bigfoot. Thanks for watching.